Welcome back to College Football 26, episode number 7. I've already learned that 2-star recruits are quite easy to get a handle on, and it's very limited on quality that we get out of that. So targeting 3 stars is really important. So as I build my board for the next season, all 35 targets starting out are 3-star guys. All 35. We had a really good success rate last year, getting quite a few. We're going to see if we can get even more this year. Now, the bad news is I don't appear on a single list. None of the 3-star guys want to play for us. But the good news is we've already found in the past that if you go big, go hard early, you can get a head start on a lot of these guys. But there's going to be competition for some, and the one that there's competition on, we're going to lose most of those battles. So if we key in on the ones that we can win, we can absolutely get a dozen plus 3-star guys at the end of this recruiting season. Well, already our first quarterback recruit is a bust. Our 3-star quarterback's only a 2-star. He does have some arm accuracy, but terrible on deep accuracy, which I think is something my current quarterback might have as an issue. What about the other one we're targeting? Oh, he's a bust also. Fan-freaking-tastic. So neither one of them is any good. We're going to need to find new quarterback recruits. We've not been able to get a good one in 2+ years. So I got locked out of 5 players in the first week. I think our chances of securing some others is going to be dependent on whether there's offers. Like Cincinnati's going to get through to this right guard very quickly, cutting it down to a top 8, and we're not going to be able to keep up. So I'm going to go straight down and eliminate these ones that are going to pull away from us really quickly. And it seems to be Cincinnati who's taking all of our best options away. So following that thinning out of our prospects, I'm down to 19. That's 19 guys that are available that have no other offers that if we can get in quick, we've got a very good chance of getting those signatures across the line. And then to repopulate my list, I'm re-searching 3-star only and searching those that have no offers, and I'm trying to repopulate the list as best I can. So week 2, 35 recruits, all 3-star guys. Only one of them has an offer now this time around compared to a week ago where we cut the list down drastically. But unfortunately, it's one of the guys, it's the number 1 guy on our list. But we did jump to number 2. So we've got to see. I'm going to give this just at least ounce of time, at least one more week to see what happens with Tulsa. We're sending the house. Will they continue to send the house? Their position didn't change, meaning they were already number 1. He likes it there, and they gained a lot of traction. But we went from nowhere on the list to number 2. So I'm going to give it one more week of sending the house and see just how far that takes us, if we gain any ground. If we don't, I'm backing out of that battle. But for everything else, we're making progress. Downside, though, is our other 2 send the house guys, we did not crack their top 8 yet. And for the 2 that had limited hours, because I had a bunch of new scholarships to hand out, repopulating the list, they'll be able to get 40 more each now, and we'll start sending the house for this first group of 5. Zach Fiennes already, we're seeing that the one thing we have is playing time. He doesn't care about it. It's not on his list. We might be able to sway him on that later on, make him care about that. Playing style for this quarterback matters. That's all we've seen so far as we're getting going. But fingers crossed that last year was not a one and done kind of thing. But I feel like I've got a lot of options right now, and I feel like most of them, being that only 1 out of 35 got an offer from last week to this week, I think a lot of them are still going to be around for many weeks to come, available. Next up is Rutgers, who they're 74 overall. Our 62 rating, our 64 offense, it is better than what we started with. Year 1 was 61 across the board, so it's still better than year 1, but year 2 was a little bit stronger than this one. There is a lot of young guys now starting and not yet very well developed. So we're going to have to be patient. Like I said, that first class wasn't very good. Second class was definitely better. So It's going to take a year or two to see the positives of this one, but I think Rutgers is going to blow us out to open the season. There we go. See, now we are making progress. 2 guys of the 5 we were sending the house on just cut their list down to a top 8 with us jumping from not on the list to number 1 on the list. And we beat Rutgers. We beat Rutgers to open the season. Holy crap. 783 XP. I did not see that. I didn't see it move. I was distracted with this. Wow. 35-31. Let's take a look at the box score on that one. 22-18 on the first downs. We were a little behind on yards, but both teams had a very similar offensive flow overall for the game. We ran the ball a lot more than they did, but got the exact same number of yards, but we put it in the end zone one time more than they did, but our yards per rush was pretty abysmal. But through the air, we threw the ball 15 less times and had the exact same number of completions, meaning our yards per pass was much higher, even though our overall passing yards was a few behind them. We just did it in significantly fewer attempts. There was 2 touchdowns on both ends of it. So our pass game worked a lot better than theirs. Their run game worked a little better than ours, but we had more first downs. We were able to keep drives going with the fewer misses through the air, you would think. Yeah, third down conversion, 8 for 17, while they were 3 for 16. That's your biggest difference. But they were 3 for 4 on fourth down. Dang. That's where they helped make up for it. Otherwise, it looks like we would have won by more. We scored 14 in the fourth quarter to take that win, by the way. So that was a come from behind victory. Perfect 4 for 4 in the red zone. And while they had 3 touchdowns in the red zone, they were only 60%. So they were in the red zone 5 times. They failed to score twice. They had 1 turnover on the day. It was an interception. Okay, Tulsa is still gaining, but we gained significantly more in week 1. We're sending the house there not. It looks like we still can potentially win that battle, but it also looks like we're going to crush that battle for the other quarterbacks. So we might actually bring in 1 or 2 3-star guys, and we made the significant gains with the others as well. So we're to the top of the chart for all 5 that we're sending the house on. The others, looks like we're still the only ones in for offers for all, and it's only 5 points a week with the scholarship, but it is going to get us on the charts eventually for these guys. Perfect. All 35. It's still just us, except for Swift. Still at a pretty big disadvantage for game number 2 of the season. UNLV has a much better defense than we do, though we have identical offenses. We do drop to 1-1, but that's okay. So far, so good to start the season. For Swift, we've nearly caught Tulsa now, and it's already almost down to a top 5 scenario. And meanwhile, the others are pulling out to a very big advantage early on. And we still own the boards for the others, even though they have not climbed the list just yet. FCS East. We've lost to these guys already, and we won a close one the next time. They have a really weak defense, and our offense is our strong suit. So I'm going to let the AI handle the offensive side of the ball, and they already put a score on the board. It's 7-0. I'm going to control the defense today and make sure that we can hold off with our weak defense against their stronger offense. Make sure that our offense has a chance to get the job done. Great tackle in the backfield there. 2nd and 10, no gain. Did their offensive line really get that much push that he had that much space? Because he made 0 forward steps. A little bit of a gain there, but not much. 3rd and 6. So far, so good on controlling the line of scrimmage and not giving them much room to run. Yes, they're finding some amount of space, but I was trying to get into the air to reach up for that, but I'm still not sure how to do that. But that's a stop. 3 and out. Oh, terrible punt. Holy crap. That made me nervous. Looks like no score from the offense this time. No, we only have 2 first downs so far, but 63 yards to their 5. So far, so good, but field position very much in our favor. It's the 14-yard line that they're starting this drive from. So we were able to force the punt deep, and I got in the backfield on that one, quickly getting around my man, stopping him in the backfield. Looks like there's a lot of option play here. and into the flat, which we saw of them last year. Oh, we got that pitch off. Are you kidding me? 80% of the way to the ground before he released that ball. 3rd and 13. And I'm sending the house. Not a good play for that. I was thinking it was 2nd down, but I was so distracted with my play. Oh, there we go. He looked at me coming in, turned the other way, and turned right into another defender. Big sack. That's a corner. That's our send the house play on 3rd that I was nervous about. When I flushed him out of the pocket, he didn't even get a chance to get flushed out. He was going to get flushed out. He was turning to run away and went right into that. But that was 3 guys bearing in on him. Wow, another terrible punt. Thank you for falling on it. Short field, 10-0. Game's definitely not out of reach yet. Got off my man. I saw that he was heading for the outside on the sweep, and he got nowhere near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 14. My number 2 guy on the depth chart at right edge is a true freshman who is redshirting for this year. 3-yard gain, their 2nd biggest play of the day. He's coming out of the pocket. Oh, he threw it away as he's getting hit. There we go. Nice. Another 3 and out. And we are perfect. 9 plays. Not a single first down yet. Oh. Their punter does not know how to punt, which is a good thing. 13. Let's go ahead and skip this drive. Still 13, I believe. We'll take it to halftime. 13-3 now. They did score. We're into the 3rd quarter. Let's go ahead and play this one. We're only up by 10, so the offense showed up early, but has not showed up since. Scored on their first drive, have not scored since. And the defense now facing a little bit of difficulty while we were away for a couple of drives. That run works really well, just enough for a first down. Good fake from the quarterback. That was the quarterback who ran right up through. Oh, no, it wasn't. That was a very quick handoff. Whoa, haven't seen this formation in a while, besides with Navy. A lot of blockers. Using bodies. Lots and lots of bodies to just try and desperately create some sort of space. A little bit of a gain there. We got some help to start that to stop that one, but got injured in the process. 3rd and 4. They definitely have more momentum than what they had. I have a feeling they could be making a run to the right-hand side there. It's a lot of bodies all that way. And they did. He didn't get a chance to pitch it, though. If he had pitched it, had he pitched that, it would have been a first down, but we got to him fast enough that he could not. Okay, there's a score. Now it's 20. I feel confident that we can skip a number of plays. We just scored again. No, that was a punt. 23, and that's game. That's game. No touchdowns, 1 field goal through the AI. I think I gave up 1 first down in 4 drives. Offense didn't have a great day there. Only got 20 points, but they did enough. The defense had a brilliant day, and 3 of our 5 recruits cut it down to top 5 list. So we're pulling away pretty quickly for 4 of the 5 that we're targeting right now. And we've pulled ahead of Tulsa. We are now number 1 for Swift. We might actually have 2 3-star quarterback recruits finally coming in after only getting some 2-star guys in the previous few years. And while there's still no sign of competition for the others, we do find a deal breaker that comes along, play style, for this right edge. So that's 1 guy we'll need to replace. 33 are still in play. Well, with 2 new faces on the list, I need some hours to be able to offer scholarships to the 2 new guys. I've taken away 25 hours from Vines, who is comfortably ahead and already pushing from the top 5 towards a top 3 destination. I'm going to repurpose these hours, not keep them on him, but I'm going to go ahead and start on my next target. I need to decide which one I care about most, though. I think the best way to do that is review the roster. Now, we're already after quarterbacks. Halfbacks, we're looking pretty okay. Fullbacks, that's a freshman. Wide receiver is a position definitely of need, and we only have 1 freshman in there, so we should probably pick out a wide receiver to get after. We need some more depth at that position. Next opponent, Northern Illinois. Surprised their rating's this low. You would think it would probably be about a 70 flat or maybe a 72. So to see them down as a 67 means we've got a small chance on the road, and definitely the weaker team. Probably the team will drop to 2-2 this week. Decent amount of XP. Either we had a close loss or we actually pulled off a victory. No, we dropped to 2-2. And Tulsa has rescinded their scholarship offer on Swift. They have stopped putting in effort. They've given up hope. And now that I've started in on Warrior, I'm going to go ahead and continue that, moving off the search social media and DM up to a contact for friends and family approach. Tulsa just a 65, but again, we're on the road, so let's go ahead and push right on through week number 5. We finish our out-of-conference schedule at 2-2 through those 4 games, as we have lost. Oh man, a guy I was hard selling all this time, the free safety Hickson, has a deal breaker. Play style. We have a D+ on play style. We need a C-. Can I shift that? It's a shame that it's one of the ones we've been recruiting all this time, but we will find a new guy on the list. Warrior has moved up. We've also found a few others. Play style issues. There's one we're sneaking up the list on, and that is a position of need for sure. So why don't we bring him on up the list? Central Michigan is up next, and we're at home, so we've got a shot in this one. It looks like it's time to play the offensive side of the ball, something that I'm still struggling with just a little bit. We're going to begin on offense for this one. Ooh, lots of space on the flat. We're definitely going to want to throw this one. Hung it up there a bit too much, but it definitely worked. 4 yards. Tried to release quick. Didn't get enough kind of zip on it, but okay. I'm liking the spacing for square or R1. R1. I saw them come in. That definitely seemed the way to go. First down. Big first down. Dangerous play here. Circle. Whoa! That's why it was dangerous. Because the blockers pull out to go block down the field. And I've got to hang on to it just long enough to give it time to develop and then throw. I got the throw off before getting sacked, but I didn't get it off. I didn't get it fully released. Hey, cross flood. We haven't even had a regular run play here. X, circle, X, circle, X, circle. R1. Yes, I did beat him. Got the corner turn. Was not my primary target, but they gave me too much space there. Let's take a run play. We haven't even tried one yet. Counter. Oh, the block got there but didn't get there. But we were able to fight through it, at least get 4 yards. Smash corners. Space is out on that left side, so triangle. Dump off underneath, square. Too hard. Bad throw. Held it just a little too long. And now it's 3rd and 6. Okay, circle. Or that R1. Oh, I didn't see the extra man. I saw the first guy that was on him. He peeled out to the outside. There was too much traffic, and I misread. I misread that there was another guy to pick him up. Distance, definitely. I pulled it just a little left, but we got it through. Perfect distance, and only pulled it a little bit left. So that was enough to push it through. We got the lead, and I think we got to stop there. We did. We got to stop, so we're defense starting well. Starting from the 35, so actually defense did quite well, giving us fairly good field position. I'm heading to that left side where we've got space right now, but there's a guy running for it. So we found a new hole instead, and it worked because the linemen actually were able to hold their man, which was really important on that one. 2nd and 2, so let's go to the air. Take a shot. We're at midfield too. Almost have the thought of taking 2 shots. Ooh, not a fan of my spacing on this right-hand side. Oh, he caught. Oh, he dropped it. Yeah, tough play. I had nobody open, so I had to go for that one way downfield, you know, do what you can with that. But no, I did not have anybody open. Push forward. Got the first. I know the trucking button. 45 quick base. Let's run again. Go to the air on the next play. Regardless. That's... hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Audible. Slot. Quick. There we go. Still got time. Circle. Circle or square. And it was square. Why? Because that space, we had them outnumbered. The one defender I was watching went to the outside, so that meant the inside was open. I just had to get it high to get it over the linebacker who was picking the middleman. Power read. Power read. I'm not quite sure how that one wants to function. We'll take the mid-draw instead. Now we've got some space. That was a great audible. Worked out really well. They're plugging the gaps again, though, but the draw works quite well. If 88 can get a block, we're going to get 8 to 9 yards instead of 2 on that play. Block failed, though. Bubble screen option. Lots of space. I couldn't get off his man. I thought I saw the defender start to step back. He didn't. He went in hard. We stay at 3rd and 8. What's our field position right now? We're at the 36. That's a 50-something yarder field goal. We've got X. We got square. Oh, I got hit. I just needed them to block a second longer. He turned into tons of space. Tons of space. Ooh, they want to go for it. 52 yards. I didn't barely make 43. I made it. I made it. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Oh, man. That's not going to make it. That's not going to make it. That's not going to make it. Oh, dinged off the bar and in. It made it. Holy crap. I've come a long ways on the field goals. I've got that one figured out pretty well. Dude, that was big. That was big. Yeah, high-low dig. Circles the prime. Got X on. They got a man deep. Square. Triangle. Triangle. Hey, throw! That was 100% on the game. A ball should have been in the air long before. Hit the button twice. He didn't throw. Long before he got there, I threw that ball. I got square. I got X. X. Throw! That is twice now that he is... I've hit the button and he isn't releasing the ball. 3rd and 7. Halfback slip screen. Halfback slip screen. He's a triangle. But what else do I have? X down the middle. No time. No time because of the... Had absolutely no time on that one because the blockers were releasing for the screen, for the slip screen. No score that time, but hey, I mean, it's 6-0. Still. 1 yard. Okay, I'm liking that circle option. Or triangle. Beautiful. Saw the blitz. Saw the blitz, and that left that space open. Just got a nice little lob in there. Plenty of time for him to go up and get it. When I throw it hard, the guys seem to have a really hard time catching it. Zone fake jet. Wow, that's a lot of guys in the box. Hopefully this pulls some guys out of the box. Nope. Oh, he got out of it, though. Oh, fumble! We go from an 7-yard gain to a 4-yard loss. So that ball goes backwards. Square on the under route or circle for the end zone. Space on the left-hand side was there, and we kept the throw just enough to the left so that the safety on the far side couldn't get there. That was close. Inside zone. First goal from the 3. Take it in, take it in. Oh, 2-yard line. We got some blocks. Had some blocks. We got in. Oh, his knee hit the ground. but his body was forward of his knee. His knee hit the ground 8 inches shy of the line, but his body was much forward of that. I don't know how that didn't go in. No idea how that didn't go in. Quarterback sneak. We're in. We took the extra point, so 13-0. Let's go ahead and skip this last drive at the end of the quarter. We're into the third quarter. They just had ball. There was I'm seeing a fumble in the background. Did we just pick up a fumble? Let's go ahead and skip this drive. Still 13-3. 16. 19-0. Fourth quarter. That's a win, folks. That is a win. We got 13 of the 19 points that we scored. Not playing the second half at all. And Central Michigan didn't score once. Woo! 3 wins on the season through 5 games played. That is huge for us. And I'm getting better. Much less rusty, making a lot smarter plays. Not always, but I'm executing a lot better than the first 2 seasons. Starting to help the team. That's a level up also. All right, I think it's time to start working on the wide receivers and tight ends to give them bonuses. So we are going to spend 8 points on the recruit bonus. And then we'll get the tier 2 and tier 3. We're not quite done getting, trying to decide how I want to say his name. It's out of Hawaii. Gennis. Gennis is going to commit fairly soon, but we are going to back off for now and just DM to get him over the line. That gives me 40 hours to start investing elsewhere, which we very much need to do. We'll get him over the line soon enough. Nobody's going to take him away from us. First thing is that I've got 3 guys that don't even have an offer. So this will help with that. And then I have 25 hours left to get my next target going. And that's going to be a right guard. Has climbed to number 2 on the list through just that 5 points weekly. He is progressing a little bit faster. Remember, we have bonuses for offensive line. Well, it shows. So he's somebody we can sign on faster for less hours, seemingly. We're on the road at Bowling Green this week. They are pretty good. 66 overall. Definitely better than we are. They'll be favorites for this one. Ooh, that was nice. A lot of progression. 634 XP. Did we just get another win? Oh my goodness, we did. 4-3. We've already matched our best record here in this 3rd season. 4 wins. We've only played 7 games. We've got 5 games left. Having a phenomenal season. So as we had already seen, we beat Rutgers 35-31. UNLV crushed us 48-13. And then, of course, we beat FCS East 20-3 in live play. We lost to Northern Illinois by 13. Tulsa was a 1-point loss. Wow, that was close. And then, of course, we beat Central Michigan 19-0. So back-to-back live games that went really well. Much better than the first couple of years. And then there is the upset at Bowling Green. Yes, they had a worse record than we did, but they were the stronger team. They should have won that, and we squeaked out the road victory 27-24, heading into a bye week before we then have Ohio, Buffalo, Kent State, Miami, and Western Michigan to finish up the season, and only 1 winning record. Buffalo should be an obvious victory there, but only 2 road games as well. So 2 winnable home games, 2 road games, some weaker opponents. I think we're going to get our best record this season. There's got to be 1 win in there, right? Maybe 2. And while we definitely don't have any commits yet, Swift is getting close. Guinness is getting close. That's 2 3-star quarterbacks. Addison is getting close. I have 2 freshmen. No, I have 1 strong safety, and he's a redshirt freshman. Addison's going to be a massive addition for us. Very much needed. Safety has been so hard to recruit the last couple of years, so I prioritized it first this year. We lost out on the free safety that I was prioritizing, though, so that's going to be the next position that I start to get after is who's my next free safety. I really need to get after that. But center, doing pretty well there. He's going to be down to top 3 soon. And then here's our more recent additions in Warrior. Pickering. Pickering's flying along. Hillman is flying along at 25. I think I'm going to get him signed on pretty quickly without even upping the points, which means I can spread it out a little bit further. And then all of these guys are still... Oh, now there's one now. We're going to miss out on that one. That was the one that suddenly cut down to a top 8. I was wondering how. Why? That makes sense, but that's one guy lost. These other ones, our 5 points isn't carrying us very far, but once you start throwing in 50, it influences them. Influences them well. There's a right tackle that all we did was give him 5 points, and he's like, yeah, sign me up. Banks just went top of the list. Those offensive linemen, I'm recruiting quite well. I'm getting some healthy bonuses from them. There's the free safety. I need to bump him up. He's next. And you know what? I have 15 points, so let's get him started. Not even on his list yet, but he was one of the last additions as I lost that previous free safety, and this was the replacement. So he's been on the list a shorter time than other guys. So it looks like there's only, 1 out of 35, maybe 2 out of 35, that there's any risk of losing right now. Meaning we could potentially, I doubt it's going to happen, but at this rate, we could potentially have an entire class of 3-star recruits. That would be crazy, but right now it looks possible. I think I did notice, though, last season, once we kind of get through that first wave of guys, other schools start to get into their second wave as well, and then there's more competition for some of them. So I'm sure some of them will disappear. But last year we got, 16? Right now it feels like we could probably get 20 to 25 this year, maybe more. It's certainly trending in the right direction. We're very close to getting our first handful of signatures, 5 of them or so, 6, and a bunch of offensive linemen that look quick to acquire. Oof, I'm excited. This is headed the right direction. It's getting easier. It's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.